some old Indian ruins right there. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. A whole bunch of Indian petroglyphs up there. Wow, I am not sure how I did not get hit by this rattlesnake. There's Indian ruins up here. This had to have been something, maybe storage or something. That's super, super pretty. Hey guys, this is John from Over the Hill Hiker. Welcome to my Natural Bridges hike video here on the Over the Hill Hiker channel. I love to hike, travel, explore, and just do and see cool things. Come along. The night before my hike, on my way down to Natural Bridges National Monument, the weather was crazy, lightning in the distance, and then as I got closer, the rain just came down. Just incredible amounts of rain. Multiple times there was a flow of mud and water that was going across the road. Incredible. Hope you guys enjoy this video. So I'm getting ready to start my hike, and this amazing sunrise is happening. Incredible. So I am just starting my hike. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm getting a little bit later start than I wanted to, but it's about 6:40 right now. So there is some Indian ruins down here. So I'm in, I guess I should start from the beginning, but I'm in Natural Bridges National Monument. Anyways, it rained like crazy last night. It was not while I was here, but prior to me being here. On my drive to get here, there was actually areas of the road that there was a spot where, I don't know, there's probably 6 to 8 inches of mud that had flowed across the road. Crazy. It was super crazy. So I'm really kind of interested / nervous to go down into this canyon. I'm not nervous that it's going to rain more and there's going to be a flash flood or anything, but just more nervous that it's going to be super wet. And anyways, we'll see how it goes. It's probably hard to see, but looks like that's probably one of the first bridges I'm going to see. Excited to get down into this canyon and get going. Looks like the first sign of ruins, or not sure if this would have been a dwelling or what. Here's that little ruin area. Look how thick the black is on the roof in there. Anyways, pretty cool. That's a great view of the bridge. I have no idea how to pronounce the bridge, so I'm just going to show you a picture of it. Sipapu? I don't know. Something like that. So getting down to, again, I don't know if it's called Sipapu or something like that. That bridge is incredible. You can totally hear running water, so my assumption is all that rain last night is down inside this little canyon. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it doesn't stop me from being able to do my hike today, but we'll see. You can see everything is just wet. A lot of spots on this trail. You can see that there was running water probably yesterday, last night. See how it goes. There you go. You can see the water just running through this canyon. Obviously it doesn't look bad. Looks super red. What a massive arch. Well, I gotta show you this. So it's pretty obvious that some pretty heavy water was flowing through this recently. You can see debris all the way up in here. And these trees are just pushed over, or not trees, this brush is just like pushed over. There was a massive amount of water flowing through here. Probably yesterday, last night. I'm standing right under the bridge. Amazing, super cool. Like, look how high that is, like all this debris, like this river must have been flowing 5 feet deep. It's crazy, crazy. So I haven't gone very far. I'm still underneath this arch, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to go any further. It's not so much that it's wet, it's that every step is like that must have brought an enormous amount of sediment down with it, and it's just pure mud. And I'm even stepping on these rocks and you can feel the whole thing like sinking in. Like, there's nothing makes me feel good about this. So all right, I was turning around and I found another way through, so we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm about a mile into my hike. Still really muddy. Still got a Red River flowing next to me. But so far I've been able to find decent footing and trails that are out of the riverbed, so that's what I'm currently doing. This canyon's amazing. It really is. I probably should have took some pictures or video, but a little while back there was some Indian ruins that were up above me. At the time I was busy trying to figure out how to get through this riverbed, but if I see any more, I'll definitely get some video and pictures. All right, I'm not sure what I'm seeing here, but this wall, you can see that to me it looks like it collapsed just recently. And part of the reason I think that is that's a big old tree that collapsed also. So obviously yesterday that tree probably was standing nice and tall right there, and this probably looked completely different. I'm guessing this didn't look like this yesterday. There's obviously an animal in here. I don't know if that's deer or mountain goat, but definitely an animal in here. So I just got to this area that seems to be protected, as the sand doesn't even look like it's been wet. I really like cactuses. This place got some really cool cactuses, so check out this big old mound of cactuses. Oh my goodness. I don't know if this is modern or if this is old, but if this is old, this is incredible. I've pondered quite a bit on this and realized that it's not my place to decide if these are old or if these are new. In my eyes, these are pretty incredible. My assumption is many of them are definitely old, and it's very possible that as some people have gone through the canyon, that they've added newer ones to them, but my assumption is there's a lot of Indian evidence in this area, so most of them are probably old. All right, back to the mud. I don't know if you can see that tiny little frog. It's probably as big as my thumbnail. It's cool. All right, so I'm on the opposite side of the river, but I won't be crossing. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's obviously some old Indian ruins right there, which is super cool. Love it. I'm about 1.7 miles into the hike because of the, I'll call it the flood or whatever that happened yesterday. All the water in the river. I'm sure that I've taken some extra steps, some extra motion to get to where I'm at, so that 1.7 is probably not accurate compared to what the map would show this distance is, but anyways, really cool. One last look at the Indian ruins up there. So I'm a little over 2 miles in. I'm probably sick of hearing about it, but look at all the remnants of the massive amount of water that flowed through here yesterday. So that sky doesn't look great. Hopefully we're good. Down here, this little plant must have been getting just punished. But look at that. How beautiful is that? Probably absolutely punished by the river. Probably 2 feet underwater yesterday. And totally survived it. Looks like I'm coming up on another bridge. All right. I'm walking on some sandstone right now, feels good. Been walking in sand and mud for the last few miles. And that's a pretty spectacular bridge right there. All right, I'm heading under the bridge. See if we can get a good shot of what this looks like. It's so massive. Hard to really get a perspective of how big that is. It's got a span well over 100 feet, I'd imagine. Wow, that's incredible. All right, so I'm about 3.4 miles in. just past the arch. Just had to get a picture of this because this is pretty spectacular. 100% sure I'm not going to be able to go that way. All right, so I found the trail. You can see trail marker right there. That's where the trail goes. Look at that. The trail's been washed out, like probably 30 plus inches of soil is gone. All right, so I'm coming to a spot and I heard what sounded like a lot of water running. There's some type of waterfall over here. I'm gonna go check it out. This can't be the way. There's gotta be a way that gets me up and around this, but I wanted to come check this out. It's really pretty. Wow, that's pretty. Man, that must have been crazy yesterday. That is so cool. Well, as I looked at the map, it appears that I'm supposed to be going up above. So I'll go back, find the trail, and then head up above there. But I'm glad I went the wrong way so I could experience that. That little waterfall area is super cool. So this is the view as I'm heading up. You can see the bridge that I went under. That rock formation right there is pretty cool. Looks like this is the view of that waterfall area from above. How cool is that? You can see just that little stream as it comes down and then dumps into that valley below. You can see how high the water was right there. This river that I'm standing in right here it was 4 feet deep probably yesterday. So I'm about 4.7 miles into this hike. This area has opened up quite a bit. Just gotta get a picture of this tree and this wildflower kind of combined right there. Really pretty. Love the wildflowers. Check that out. It's totally carved out right underneath this rock. Just notice this. Almost looks like 2 nostrils. The map shows the trail on this side of the river, and it is obviously not on this side of the river. Either it was totally washed out or the map was wrong. Here's an area where the water's not currently running, but you can see the devastation. I was hiking along, and all of a sudden I look up and a whole bunch of Indian petroglyphs up there. I think I might see if I can figure out how to hike up there. We'll see. Wow. I am not sure how I did not get hit by this rattlesnake. Oh my goodness, sorry I'm breathing hard, I'm terrified. I was standing right there, literally on that rock right next to where that snake is. I jumped up one time to attempt to get up here. I fell, my feet hit right here. I came back up on the rock to do it a second time, and the rattlesnake rattled its little rattle, and whew, I do not know how that thing did not just whack me in the leg. Unbelievable. Ooh. Wow. All right, I just moved him out of here because I really want to get up and see those petroglyphs. So I'm going to attempt to do this again. And man, from here on out, I'm going to be much more careful about where I'm placing my feet. Holy smokes. All right, I am up on top to see the petroglyphs. And I was hoping I would see this. There's Indian ruins up here also. That's spectacular. Incredible. So cool. Go check out these petroglyphs. So cool. So I'm still up on the cliff where I saw the Indian ruins and the rattlesnake, I guess, for that matter. There's a trail that goes along this top edge. So I'm just gonna walk it for a minute and see if there's any more ruins up here, because that was pretty spectacular. Well, I wasn't planning on this, but I've now hiked. So at the end of this, I don't know what you want to call it, into this canyon right here is where that Indian ruins were, and the petroglyphs. Right up on top of it is this really cool rock formation. I was following the trail around the side. Again, I didn't plan on coming up here, but now that I'm up here, I'm going to go exploring. This looks super, super cool. This big old rock formation. I saw it from below. It looks really, really cool, but check that out. That's massive. Resting on this little tiny platform here. It's crazy. Oh wow. It's actually got a little arch in it. With all that black in there, it tells me at one point fires were being had underneath there, so my assumption is some type of Indian ruins were probably here. Dang, see that? That's so cool. Gotta climb up and check it out. Yeah, for sure. Somebody lived here at some point. Wow. Well, I just crawled through that little hole right there. Gonna walk around this big old balance rock formation that's on top of this ridge. I came to another spot. Got some rocks formed in the ground right here. I'm not sure what it means exactly, but my assumption it belongs to some type of an old Indian ruin of some sort. There's something. Again, some type of old Indian ruin. Almost looks like you use plaster, mud and plaster to put rocks together. That's really cool. All right, now I'm at the front. Right over the edge of this is those Indian ruins. And right over here down below is the petroglyphs. So I'm just sitting around top of it all, but checking out this big rock formation. There's a deer. You can see the trail on that side of the river. That's where I'm supposed to be. I'm on the opposite side of the river. I think I'm gonna hike along these walls over to there and then attempt to go down that rock slide area right there. Hopefully it works out. I'm up on this rock edge. Got these pits up here. Again, these had to have been something, some kind of maybe storage or something. I don't know, super cool though. Again, you can see more pits. I don't know if this was storage, maybe for grain or something. Obvious, deliberate pits though, I mean, no question. All right, so I ended up not going down where I was gonna go down, which means that I may have to turn around, but I've just continued hiking along this upper rim. I am getting close to the point where the trail ends in this canyon. Oh, that's cool. I can see, I think that's the last natural bridge that I'm gonna see when I'm on this hike, but anyways, I may have to, I gotta figure out how to get down, I guess. I may have to turn around and go back, but it was worth it. This has been really cool. All right, had to backtrack. That ledge right there, that's where I was at. I think the last video I shot was right on on the edge of that. So I backtracked, back on the trail. That little experience with the rattlesnake has got me a little rattled. I definitely am not scared of snakes, but just the fact that that thing was probably 6 inches from my ankle and did not strike me. Whew. Guess I got my legion of guardian angels watching out for me, I guess. I don't know. That one bridge that I showed you a minute ago, I believe that's the last bridge we'll see. And it's just right around the corner up here. Well, that was my way out of the canyon right there. Headed up this way. All right, well, that log that I climbed up, as I look on the map, I went the wrong way. So I'm actually coming to this bridge, not from the regular trail. But I will bump into the regular trail for sure. Oh, that's super, super pretty. So cool. So I'm currently underneath this. Really, really cool. So that is the wash or river that I've been hiking in all day long. I am heading out of it right now. Heading back to my car. I'm at about 8.5 miles. I don't know exactly how far it is back to my car, but I believe it's at least 2, maybe 3. So it's been a good day so far. There have been clouds in the sky all day long. Luckily, they've been nice to me and have not rained. This place got plenty of rain yesterday. Anyways, all right. So it looks like I'm 2.6 miles to my car. Finishing this hike out on what they call the Mesa Trail. What a unique hike with all that water in there. Made it completely different than I expected. Those three big bridges are incredible. Yeah, unbelievable. Massive. This definitely was not on my bucket list, but I've always been intrigued with natural bridges. Didn't know much about it. Ever since I was a little kid, I loved the arches. Actually got my Eagle Scout at the arches. I had got it presented to me at the arches. Right underneath Delicate Arch, actually. But anyways, my point is I've always loved the arches, and so I've always been intrigued with, just curious, I guess, what Natural Bridges National Monument was like. So excited to say that I've hiked it. I've seen probably pretty much, well, probably not everything that there is to see, but a very good chunk of it. had a really good time. Unique experience with the flash flood that probably went through there last night. Just want to give you a view of my hike as I'm going across this Mesa trail. Look at those clouds over there. Look like they want to put down some more rain. Luckily, I'll be out of here in less than an hour, so if they decide to come through, I'll be okay with it. So I'm at about 10 miles. I think I got about a mile left to go. Just up on top of the mesa still. So I'm at 10.5 miles, got about a half mile to go, I think. All right, I am almost back to my car. And look at that out there. Looks like got a serious storm going on in the distance. One last look at Natural Bridges National Monument. So I finished my hike, ended up being 11 miles, a little over 1,500 feet of elevation gain. It was absolutely beautiful hike. It was much different than I expected just based on the weather that happened yesterday and last night. Right here in the road's an example of that, I guess. There was obviously some serious amount of water that was flowing through that canyon last night. Made it a little bit more difficult in the sense of things were very muddy. Large portions of the trail were washed out. Portions of the trail that you would normally walk through the wash, obviously I was unable to do that. But overall, unbelievable experience. Absolutely loved it. So I kind of recorded little clips of videos as I was making my way home, mostly because I just want to show how beautiful this area of the country is. This is in southeastern Utah, and it was amazing. Here's some videos showing some of the mud that was across the road. Absolutely incredible. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. And like always, know that I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hiking with me.